Nada posible, así
Yo
que
no.
le dejo a ustedes para las primeras preguntas y acá les tengo a Freddy a vuestra su disposición ahora, ¿ok?
¿Puedes filmar con el mío también?
Bueno, vamos a hacer, ¿tienen preguntas? Así ya podemos empezar, ellos van a estar respondiendo. Sí, vamos.
Where is John and Sam? John and Sam.
Where are they? En el hotel
Ask
durmiendo.
him about John and Sam. Okay. I mean, ask them whatever you need about them.
Okay.
They are in the hotel. They're doing the press conference.
Yeah, they're sleeping where they should be.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Qué boludo.
Have you ever heard them talk before?
Boludo. No encuentro el cosito.
You never will. Drums and bass.
Si hago la pregunta, por favor.
¿El micrófono?
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Here. Hi, I'm Malikara from South Nice to see you guys. Can you tell me? Hello. You guys have been rock stars for over 17 years. Being a rock star has its highs and lows, and can you tell me the difference between the first few years when you started experiencing all and now that you know how it works?
La cara de hueso.
I don't know, I think in the beginning, it's
Oh my
also
God.
overwhelming and very exciting to meet people and to talk and explain who you are and why you're here because they're asking questions. Then after it gets manipulated and lots of it turned negative and lots of it thrown back at you, you stop being excited and you hate this.
¿Segura que estuvieron en
Because
Sao
you
Paulo
don't want
ya?
to talk
Sí.
anymore. You just want to make music and let the art speak for itself. So reluctantly we come to these things because we want to make you happy. But really this makes us unhappy now, in the end.
Really?
Everybody, every rock band. But we do it because we have to. You know, it's part of what we do. So that's the difference for me in the beginning. It's not exciting anymore to do this.
Claro.
It's only exciting to be on the stage and to see the fans and the faces and touch them and meet them. The press to me is irrelevant.
So I'm irrelevant?
You're not irrelevant. Very cute.
I have another question. What is your favorite cuss word? You.
Mustard.
Mustard?
Yeah.
Okay. Wes, can I ask you something?
Yes.
Estoy tan
Will you marry me?
I'm married.
Oh my god! Okay.
I'll have to talk to my wife.
Okay. We can arrange something.
Okay.
Thank you guys.
Hello, guys. Welcome to Paraguay. I'm Annabelle from La Factory. What are we going to see
Grabame
tonight?
cuando le pregunto.
And can you send a message to your Paraguayan fans?
You need the microphone, right?
Ya.
Tonight, you're going to see a rock concert. You know, you're going to see us do what we live for, what we're very passionate about. And we can't do it by ourselves without the spirit that our fans bring. What you bring, we give back to you times 10. And you'll see a combining of these two energies and spirits. You know, this is something we live for. And the Limp Bizkit records and Limp Bizkit interviews and things, they don't represent Limp Bizkit necessarily. Unless you've seen Limp Bizkit live on the stage, you haven't experienced Limp Bizkit. So I think that what they can expect tonight is their first time ever experiencing the real Limp Bizkit.
can you send a message to Paraguayan fans for tonight's show?
My message is just, I'm very humbled and extremely grateful to be accepted into this country and to be welcomed to our fans' home to celebrate this evening and have a great time together. We've been waiting on this for a very long time, and we're finally here. And just very excited to meet everyone and see everyone. You know, just we want to thank them for being supportive and inviting us to be here.
One more question. What do you know about Paraguay?
I know that they have big press conferences.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, welcome to Paraguay. Many artists who were once in South America think that there is a huge difference between the South American audience and European audience. Considering you were playing last week in Chile and I think yesterday in Brazil, do you think this is true?
Yes.
I think Paraguay in particular, what happened at the airport last night, hundreds of people trying to squish us. And, if the show is anything like the airport, I think we're in for a treat tonight.
Yeah, I think in Europe, they're amazingly passionate about music, and they aren't there for the moment, for what's hot or what's new. They're career people, and it's very special. But South America, you can take that passion and that special thing and multiply it. It seems to be much more intense and more emotional, and the gratitude that we feel in South America is much bigger than anywhere. It's something we've never experienced before. It's very, very special, and so far it's the best we've ever seen.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm a big fan. I was yesterday at the airport, and I was gonna ask you what was your impression about the fans yesterday, and what said you were like squishing, but what was your impression about last night at the airport?
I don't know. I mean, it was like uncontrollable emotion. You know, just the word passion. You know, is very passionate. You know, I've used this word, but it's all in that word. Extremely passionate and excited Limp Bizkit fans. You know, just it was overwhelming. We had no idea there was going to be anyone at the airport. And so yeah, it got a little crazy, and I realized that the fans of Paraguay don't care what the police and authorities say. It's anarchy.
We are real fans.
Yeah.
Another question: you have a playlist for tonight? You're gonna play Gold Cobra, or you're gonna play your most yes?
We don't plan what we're doing. Believe it or not, we have no idea what we're going to play until about 2 minutes before we go on the stage. And so we do this because we go, it's like real time, live, you know, we go by the energy and the feeling of the night, and we make a list. We don't know what it's going to be, and then we change it on the stage. You know, we go look at it, I'll go to Wes, I'll go, fuck that song. We're not playing that. And we'll go to this, or we'll flip it up, and because we're on a date with our audience, you know? And the date goes different directions, and we need to be ready, you know, like they're not going this way. We're gonna go this way. Or you know what, we're not going where they're going. We're gonna take them over here. And so we change it. Being too prepared is unnecessary. You know, it puts the theatrical element into the show, which makes it rehearsed and planned and almost like acting. We'd rather just be real and live in the moment and just go with it, see what happens.
Thank you. I want some gnocchi with you.
I don't have any gnocchi. You have it.
Hi, Fred. Sorry. Fred, can you tell me what do you think about the new rock bands and how is rock music actually, because you were on a break and you came back and it changed the face.
Copying the mic. Grab this or
grab it like, yeah. So you came back and you changed again the face of new metal. So what do you think about rock music actually, a new band?
I don't know. You know, I don't feel like there's much of a rock music out, really. There's some great heavy metal. Like, it seems heavy metal is better than ever. You know, there's more metal. There's more dark, really heavy metal. I mean, there's more pop and hip hop. But rock, I don't know of any rock, really. As for new, you know, Limp Bizkit owns this certain area of new metal, and no one else can touch it. And we wait for 16 years for someone else to join us in this particular style of new metal we do. You know, Korn is very different. Deftones are very different. Rage Against the Machine, they're extremely political, but similar. And so we're very different because we don't have a political motivation in our music. But you know, Linkin Park, they're nothing like Limp Bizkit. So we just sit here by ourselves in this little place, and we're very happy to own this. And that's what keeps us going, because it's who we are when we get together. We all like different music. Wes makes completely different music, Sam, myself, but when we come together as Limp Bizkit happens without us trying. It just, and that music is very special to us, and it seems to be the place in rock that we fit. You know, I don't listen to anything like Limp Bizkit. Like, I don't listen to any music that's like, I just don't like that kind of music. But we make this music, and I really love what we do. And so to me, the rock music that's out today, I don't know of any rock music. You know, I don't know if you call Nickelback rock music. I think it's melodic pop rock kind of. You know, but the danger and the victims of abuse and torture and the people whose brains live in the dark, like mine, I don't see a lot of that in just some rock music that can cross over. You know, I see it in the very heavy metal, and I don't see it in any pop music, but I don't know. I can't answer your question.
people say that Gold Cobra is similar to the first record, $3 Bill. How could you describe the record, the new record, compared to the other one, to Significant Other and to Starfish?
Dios, el micrófono.
I don't want this to blow me.
We might not need the microphone.
Yes.
I think that what we do is like PA off. Our new album, Gold Cobra, is like Limp Bizkit.
Me encanta la cara de
It's like we're starting over and reminding ourselves of who we are and staying true to who we are. Gold Cobra's like $3 bill to us, you know, 15 years later. So we made a record that was true to who we are, as $3 bill was. We didn't make a record for our fans. We didn't make a record for the radio or for the television. We tuned them out and ignored them. And we made a record that we wanted to make for ourselves. Finally. Long time from then, you know, because once we made $3 bill, the fans come. And then we start caring what the fans think, and we just keep evolving naturally of what it feels like where everybody's going. And with Gold Cobra, we said, fuck everybody. Fuck the industry. We're making a record that's a big fuck you to everybody. This is for us. So that feels like $3 bill, you know, kind of, but with an evolved production and sound because, you know, Wes has become a master at his craft, and so is John Otto and Sam, and so the production and the sound is gigantic, but the feeling is very innovative, very independent feeling, sort of, you know, and me, I sang with a lot of metaphors. I didn't want to tell people how I felt. I wanted to disguise it with metaphors, so you can make your own interpretation of it. So I for once stepped back and we made this record, so you can expect our next record to probably be like an evolution to Significant Other. You know, it's just like a cycle. And we're coming back, and I think it's very natural for us. You know, it's like a trend or a style that came organically, and then it went away, and then it come back. You know, so we're just living this. You know, we didn't mean to make the record, but that's what it seems like it is for us.
I hope you keep going on for several years, for a lot of years more.
Thanks, man.
What's your opinion about the downloadable songs through internet instead of buying the albums? What's your thought about where will be this music industry in 20 years?
Well, my personal feeling is that all music should be free, and always should have been free. I think that, you know, bands that want to make a living making music, or want to support anything they're doing, you got to go tour. You've got to create your merchandise. You've got to put, you know, those elements in the world to make money. But as for the music itself, it's very important to put the music in the ears and in the minds of the listeners, because, you know, it's like oxygen. Some of us have to have music and live. We live for this. There's no reason we should deny anyone oxygen. We shouldn't deny anyone music. We're human beings. We respond to the vibrations of and the melodies and the sounds. So I believe we should. Music is at a place where if the record companies were smart, they would make all their music free and just market to you when you come to the place for the free music. You know, if they want to try to sell you, you know, a new soap or a new microphone, they can advertise to you, you know, but they should give it to you, because this will create a much better marketplace for people who love music, and that's where it's going. I think, you know, I don't think that we can charge for music much longer, but I support free music, and I just think that's the best way. And we're out here touring, we're making a living for ourselves. We could be sitting at home and whining, but we're not. We're out here, we're working hard, and we're doing what we do. We're away from our family and our friends, and we're out here meeting new people. The rock star life isn't so glamorous. You know, we live in these little tubes, we live in these little hotel rooms, and we wait 23 hours a day to go on stage for that 1 hour, you know, and that's our life. And then we sacrifice that to connect with our fans and to support ourselves. So our music is free. You know, if we could give it away, we would. You know, our record labels, you know, they won't let us. We try. But, you know, they have a gun to our head. So, you know, we'll figure out a way. That's my opinion. Might not be loud.
Wes, you are known by wearing bizarre costumes in your shows. Are you planning to wear one tonight?
Probably so.
Yeah?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking.
And why is that?
Why do you wear?
Yeah.
When I'm a visual artist before a musician for most of my life. I have painted and sculpted, and I always planned before our band was signed to have a career in visual art instead of music. So once we took off, and I gave up going to art school and you know, whatever I was going to plan to do with my career, I didn't ever lose the need to want to be visually artist. So I ended up using the stage and using the show as an opportunity to express myself and an outlet to get that out. So that's why.
else?
Dale, boluda,
Limp Bizkit,
pregunta.
Paraguay, Paraguay. What? Welcome to Paraguay and enjoy this land, and we love it. And fruit, the chipa and the torare.
You know, it's very beautiful. It's, there's much more trees and things.
Ahí está. Ahora le tenemos que dar el regalo,
Feels like
boluda.
a real,
Ahora le
real
tenemos que
town,
dar
you know
el
what I
regalo. No,
mean?
después no, después no.
It doesn't feel so corporate. It's like there's real people here and there's real heart. And we're very excited to be here. We just wish our trip wasn't so short. We had such a great welcome last night, and it's like you wanna you know stick around and do what the people who live here do. But you know we play a concert and we have to leave, so it's sad for us. But we're very excited, extremely grateful to be here, and we hope everybody has a great time tonight because it's about celebration. You know, it's just about letting go for 2 hours, just getting rid of anything that might be bothering you and just forget about it and share a great night with Limp Bizkit.
Thanks.
¿Te quiero hacer otra pregunta?
You will. Thank you.
I have a feeling you're going to see that.
Fred, come back soon, please.
We will.
We need more rock music in Paraguay.
Yeah, once we came here for the first time, it's like it's just to let you know that okay, we broke the ice now. We're here. We know how to get here. We know who to work with, and it's going to be easy for us to come back.
Thank you.
We hope so.
I'm a fan too, and I want you to bring me on stage tonight.
What are you gonna do on stage?
He plays
if we
guitar.
bring you on stage?
I want to sing with you, Nelson,
That's
like
it?
in Germany.
No striptease?
I can do that.
Boluda, le va a subir. Le va a
But
subir.
how much time does it take for you to put on the makeup?
Usually about an hour and a half.
Hijo de
Sometimes
puta.
longer to take off. Sure. Yeah.
You can have assistance here.
No, I
Isolation.
Ah,
Isolates himself.
he has to be concentrated.
Some people want a chance to be with you here this afternoon. I'm not a fan. I broke in. I didn't even want a thing. And I wanted to hear from you. How can you explain that there's no in-between with Limp Bizkit? Either you love it or you hate it. There's no people who say, I kind of like Limp Bizkit. Or you love it or you hate it. And how do you explain that? And what kind of people do you think hate Limp Bizkit?
I don't know how to explain it. I think that there's something very powerful from the spirit of Limp Bizkit that makes people react. It polarizes people, you know, and that's a very strong asset to have. And in the wrong hands, I think it can go in a bad direction. But I think that we carry it right. You know, you either go one side or the other. We could care less. You know, we're living it the way we want to live it, but we've noticed that a lot of people that go to the negative side really aren't so negative. They're just people who are not very happy in their lives. You know what I mean? And they
Like
need
Britney
someone.
Spears.
They need something. They need something to hurt. They need something to do. You know, and this is for a lot of us. You know, sometimes this is the way it happens. But
Do you think it could be envy of your
you know,
success?
I think there's lots of situations. You know, it's all individual. I don't really know. But there's something about Limp Bizkit that you know, divide and conquer. And I don't know. I don't know what to say about it.
What do you think?
I think that most people that claim to hate you, they secretly love you.
I don't know about that.
I think most of the Limp Bizkit hatred is bullshit.
I think it's just something that's became fun to do because we stepped on stage and out of my own insecurities and not knowing what to do because I'm not a singer. You know, it's my first time to express myself on a microphone. I said, fuck you. And you know, and they were like, what? And I said, fuck you. And they're like, fuck you. And this means I love you. So we created this sort of like hate thing from the beginning. And I think that nobody wanted rap music at the time to get any more popular. Nobody wanted metal. And nobody sure as hell wanted rap metal. You know what I mean? Especially for a guy like me who didn't give a fuck what anybody thought. It was that timing where they're like, you know, fuck this guy. Like, who does this guy think he is, you know? And I'm just staying true to who I am. I don't care what people think, you know. I'm living my own life. I believe in humanity. I have a lot of morals and respect for my fellow human beings, so I can sleep at night. But you know, sometimes I just don't give a fuck about what you think because I don't need to. Just like you shouldn't. You don't have to give a fuck about what I think. I think that pisses some people off. A lot of people off.
Do you think you are some sort of Limp Bizkit is some sort of voice of the outcast?
Well, I know for a fact that my life was very difficult growing up. I was bullied and tortured and abused in many, many ways. Some stories you wouldn't even believe. And finally, in my 20s, you know, there's a microphone and there's this great band, and I can express myself and stand up for myself because the sound was much bigger and louder than my punch, you know, and my bark. And so I was an underdog standing up for myself. That's what connected the music, I think, in the beginning. And then a bunch of douchebags and bullies who don't understand much hear the music and they're like, yeah, this is great. It fuels them to continue to be the douchebag or the bully that they are, torturing other people. And that's when things started to get crazy, because in the audience it wasn't just people I identified with who were victims, who I'm like, you know, if you were a victim of this, stand up for yourself. Fuck that person, you know what I mean? Like get off the ground. You know, these people are torturing us. This music is about us standing up. And then it turns into half the audience is filled with these assholes that ruined my life and their lives. And that's when it started to get really, really bad for me. The irony was too much. And that's when things started to go crazy with Limp Bizkit. Wes left around that time. And it was all just like, things are going the wrong way. People are misunderstanding. So with Gold Cobra, I wanted to make sure the message was clear, a little more clear, you know, without preaching. That this music is anti-bully music. And so any bullies I see in the audience or listening to Limp Bizkit or online talking shit, it really makes me feel sorry for them that they're not getting the message. You know, and I don't support bullies, I don't support abuse in any type of way. And I'm here to stand up for it. I'm here to fight back against those people with extreme vengeance and prejudice.
Just one last thing. I know Rasmus will be ready to fuck me up about now, but I want to give one opinion of mine that each one of you, members of Limp Bizkit, are masters in his own craft. But whenever you may take separate ways or the band may part, I think all of you belong in the Bizkit. You are Limp Bizkit.
That's why we're here.
I think you should
that's the only reason we're here is because we know this is natural, it's organic, it's not contrived. This just happens because if you know Wes and you know his art, you know his music, you know it's nothing like Limp Bizkit, but it's a key ingredient to Limp Bizkit, and it can't be any other way. We've already tried to work with someone else, you know, and it just felt like, who's that fucking guy over there? What's going on? And that's how we felt. And so we said, if Wes comes back, we're very passionate. We want to do this. We don't want to just do this to go make money and tour. We love this. We love the feeling. And so when he came back, we had to talk, and we said, this is what we love to do. So if we're going to keep going, let's go. And we're like, yeah, this is what we love to do, and this is why we're here. So that's the reason it works, you know, for us.
Thank you so fucking much for coming to this.
You're so fucking welcome.
Okay, thank you very much for coming. Now, we expect to see you all at the